Hello and welcome to today's YouTube video. Now in today's video we're going to take a look at three things. The first is the news which is going to be affecting our markets this week. Second, I'll be taking a look at the Nifty Midcap. It has expiry tomorrow on Monday, and I'll be covering what option buyers can do with it plus what option sellers can do with it. Thirdly, I'll be taking a look at HDFC Bank and Sun TV. This is both stocks are at an interesting juncture, and I will basically share my point of view and my trade plan for both. Now before I go into the video, do take a look at yesterday's video which I had uploaded. It was an educational video on how to catch price spikes that have been occurring these days in F&O. This is as on Thursday I shared a screenshot of the price spike I caught, which most got wiped out in. I shared that I had bought just before the price spike and I sold within the price spike, some positions, and some held until the end of the price spike. Now I've shared how I caught this price spike in terms of what analysis I did before the spike happened, in terms of price action, what I looked at in the indicators, what I looked at in the general trend, why I chose certain options instead of choosing certain options, strikes, and also expiries. So I've given a breakdown of the whole thought process, and that is a very similar thing that happens whenever there's a sudden spike. So if you're interested in learning how to catch those spikes, then do check out that video. And any questions, you can drop them in the comment section below or WhatsApp them to the number shared below that video. Now coming to today's video. Now in today's video we'll take the news which is really going to affect our market this week. On the local front is number one, Bajaj is be IPOing on Monday, and that is going to be a major player coming into the thing. Why I say classified as a major player is due to how heavily oversubscribed that IPO was. So number one, it's going to release a lot of pressure which is on the markets as of now, and it will be important to see whether it's able to sustain the opening price, and also if it does rise further, then how the close of the day is going to be, what the price buy is going to be denoting. Then the other local news that will be important this week is on September 17th, the wholesale price index data will be coming out. This is a piece of information the RBI will be looking forward to analyzing for the next MPC. So it's something that is very important. On the international news front, there is a lot of data which is coming out, but the two key data points for this week is on September 19th, the US Fed rate decision, which we have been talking about, everybody's been talking about from a long time. And on September 20th, the Japanese rate decision. Basically the US Fed rate decision, I would say it holds importance, but not as much as the Japanese rate decision. Why I say that is that everybody knows the Fed is going to give a cut. Now the only question has come whether it's going to be 25 BPS, 50 BPS, or something in between. However, the Japanese rate cut decision is going to be very important, as the last time they did the rate discussion and everything, it shook the world markets, it shook the S&P, which in turn shook the Nifty and BANKNIFTY completely. So the Fed 19th is going to hold a lot of importance, and 20th is the big news which is going to really either cement the 19th decision. This is, if the Fed creates a lot of positivity on 19th, then it will have to be cemented by the Japanese or broken by the Japanese, as that will be the final straw. And I think that is what is going to decide how we're going to be trading for the next 1 to 2 months in the Indian market, especially how these two data points come out. Now coming to the index and stocks for today, the first we'll take a look at is the Nifty Midcap. Now the Nifty Midcap is right now basically trading in a box range, and I would say as long as it's between 13,420 and 13,200, you cannot expect anything big. This year it has one small box range between 13,420 and 13,280, and then one bigger box range between 13,420 and 13,200. So as long as it's within these two levels, we can continue expecting range bound moves. However, the minute it pops above 13,420, then I think that can take us to 13,520 and even 13,600. I believe a break of this will give us a very quick move towards these two. On the other hand, if by chance it breaks 13,200, then 13,080 and 12,960 come out about. Now, how will I trade as an option buyer and option selling with these data points? Now, as an option buyer, between 13,200 and 13,420, I'm not going to be looking to sit with a position, let's say enter at 10 a.m. and hold till 1 a.m. It's not possible. It's going to be dual-sided moves. Small candles will come up and destroy your whole trading plan if you try to hold for a longer period. So between this zone, expect dual-sided moves and quick in and outs rather than hold and for a few hours. However, if we break 13,420, then is when option buyers are going to get a clean move towards 13,520 and 13,600. So that is something option buyers should wait out for. On the other hand, if we break 13,280, then 13,200, and do not try to short that level easily, as that's a very strong support and it can cause a lot of bounces to occur, so don't take that level lightly. So that's my option buying plan. Now my option selling plan for tomorrow is I'll have an aggressive stance and I have a cautious stance like usual. On the aggressive stance, I'll be looking to sell basically calls above 13,420 and puts below 13,280. Now, people say, but this is a tight range, you can pop up and wipe you. No, how I'm going to be selling this time? Usually I always say in the videos, I'm going to sell calls first in the morning, then I'm going to sell puts in the latter part of the day or the alternative. But this time I'll prefer to enter call and put sales gradually across the day together, so as basically to balance out, and that keeps a constant profit stop going on the decay, which is also there. Now 13,420 and above, C sells, 13,450 and above. So what I am banking on is even if we go to 13,520 for example and reach 13,550 for example, there will be a lot of box trade move that's going to come there that's going to help the 13,450 C also decay to zero or near zero, which will end up giving very good profits. If we go down towards even 13,200, so 13,280 and below, so option selling means 13,250 and below puts. So 13,250 will still expire at zero or near zero, which will give option sellers a good profit. Or if you want to play cautious, then I would say call sells above 13,520 and put sells below 13,200. However, I'll play the aggressive game as I'm entering in batches across the day, so the risk of spikes and everything will not be that much to me, because number one, I've got a price range which I've entered in. Number two, there's going to be always a profit stop which is going to protect the gains which are made, and if there is a sudden spike that comes, I'll be out before the spike commences in a good manner, and I'll actually be trying to exploit that spike on the option buying side, like how I had shown in the video which I uploaded on Saturday using the trade proof which I uploaded on Thursday. So that's my trading plan for Midcap Nifty. Now let's take a look at HDFC Bank and Sun TV. Now HDFC Bank is one stock that has been trading in a very good range, and it's something that has been very positive for people who have been watching my YouTube videos. This year we caught the upswing together, then at this point exactly it stopped at the resistance which I shared, and then we shorted it literally to the supports which I had given. Then after that it's been range bound, which has resulted in me I think covering it once every week, as literally it's been C and P sells at the same time. However, now I think it's a bit riskier to do C and P sells at the same time. This is the number one. We are at the top of the range. We are knocking it, and the trend catcher indicator which I use is above zero. So there's a high likelihood that if it basically ends up breaking the high of Friday, we can go to 1690, and then if that breaks 1715, and then that breaks then 1750. So C sells is something I won't attempt right now, and P sells is something I would prefer attempting. So as of now, if I see we are starting to try to claw above this, then I'll most likely not sell P sells below 1600, but I'll go and sell P sells below 1640. This is I'll want to go more towards the ITM than possible, because that's what's going to give more gains to the option sells. So my trading plan is, if it breaks this, then we'll be going towards these three resistance levels. If it's not able to break this resistance zone, then I will not enter P cells, or I will not enter C cells, I will not enter equity. I will just avoid HDFC Bank and place my money in another stock or option sell in another index or stock as I wish. So that is my trading plan for HDFC Bank as of now. Now coming to Sun TV. Now Sun TV is already a stock that I hold. This is as I have covered Sun TV also numerous times on YouTube or articles, whatever you want to call it. Now I had said the last time that as long as it holds this, I will hold my position in it, and I have done so. Now on Friday I ended up increasing in my position, so at roughly the open of this candle, and now it's going to be important to see how things go forward. According to me, if Sun TV is able to break 830 resistance, then we will be having a gradual climb towards 880 and another gradual climb towards 925. This is a break of 830 will have broken a lot of the bearishness that has been there, and will high likelihood will take us at least to 880 easily. Now what will that depend on? The whole it will depend on is the trend catcher indicator. It is right now below 0 and trying to break above. If both the trend catcher lines are able to come above 0, then this run up will end up going to 925. If both continue hovering below, up and down the 0 line, then we will high likely we go to only 880. So that's how I'm going to watch Sun TV. I already hold a position in it. I've got basically a stop slightly above cost, so small profit. And if we break 830, I might even size up the position for a target of 880 and 925. So that's my trading plan for both stocks. If you liked it, then hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Any questions, drop them in the comment section below or WhatsApp them to the number which is shared in the information box. Thank you.